Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of a ULS breakdown. This is the day 3 of a team breakdown, and today we're going over Uncle and the Neffs. Starting off this team, in the top lane we have Bug Pudding, Jungle, GDI, mid lane, Tizzy. At ADC role, we have Champagne Showers, and for our support, the math teacher. Starting off in the top lane, Bug Pudding, I actually haven't seen too much top play out of Bug Pudding. Bug Pudding primarily a support player. I think that this is going to be interesting to follow just to see how over the course of the season Bug Pudding establishes in this role as well as performs. Because I haven't seen a lot on Bug Pudding in this top lane, like I'm really curious to see how she'll do, and I just think it's going to be a fun storyline to follow, especially if she comes in and starts absolutely dumpstering other top laners. That would be a really fun narrative and a really fun story, but I can't speak too much on Bug Pudding in the top lane because I haven't seen too much gameplay. So really excited to see what we get on Saturday for week 1 out of Bug Pudding. In the jungle role is GDI. GDI is someone who, I think every time I've watched, I definitely think there's picks that GDI leans more towards, but a very well rounded player and able to fit in a lot of different needs of the team. In this jungle role, there's so many different types of junglers to empower your laners, and I feel like GDI is someone who he's going to be able to fill out all of these positions. He's going to be able to play whatever the team's needing, and his pathing is really insane. Just really good awareness of the game and awareness of the lane state, which is big brain thinking, and I think one of the most important skills as a jungler. GDI is going to be someone that's really fun to watch this season, and definitely one of the big reasons why Uncle and the Neffs will be contenders. Going down to the mid lane. When your team's called Uncle and the Neffs, you gotta ask yourself, who's the uncle? And who the uncle is Uncle Tizzy. Tizzy, the Mal's genius himself. While I say Malzahar, I don't. This guy is not a Malzahar one trick. He is so proficient at so many different champions, extending his game knowledge to the support role and to the jungle role, opening up his champion pool and really just having the experience of different states and playing all of these positions in the game at a very high level. A lot of you guys probably already know about Tizzy, but this man is unreal. This is definitely going to be one of the mid laners in the leagues. And yes, I know. You could say, oh, you said that about Get Me Out. You said that about I'm already about a potential sub in Dark Knight. No, like Tizzy, in my mind, he is going to be the one that sets the bar for mid laners. And I think if people are going to want to succeed in this league, it's going to be how do we shut down Tizzy? And with GDI in the jungle, that's going to be a lot harder to answer than people think. Going down to the bot lane, Champagne Shower. Champagne Shower is he is such a good marksman player, and outside of marksman, actually was the winner of the first Tizzy 1v1 tournament. So this shows you this guy's got the mechanical skill and the micro play. And with these teammates he has around him, there's no need to even bring up or question his macro. The fact that he's able to play champions to such a high level is already big enough that this is all you need out of your ADC. You need someone who's going to understand positioning and where they need to be to do the most damage. Now, in our last show match that we did a week and a half ago, he absolutely popped off. It was not even close in any of these laning phases. He had a CS lead, almost 20 CS up at 10 minutes in both of the games we saw him in. On my Twitch channel, the VOD is still up. It will eventually be posted to YouTube, but if anyone wants to go take a look, they can definitely see that. But I mean, it is insane. I think he's probably going to be the strongest marksman that we have coming in. So much like Tizzy, I feel like these are guys that are setting the bar, and when you're coming into this team, it's how are we going to neutralize these guys? How are we going to stop them? Because this team already has huge power points on multiple parts of the map. So question marks like Bug Pudding's top laner that we haven't seen, I'm not even worried about it because the other roles are so stacked. The gym coach, my apologies. Oh man, or no, the math teacher. The gym coach is a sub, and we'll get into subs a little later. But the gym coach will be rounding out at support. Now, Gym Coach is he's another one of these people that I'm talking about when it comes to this team. I keep going back to Gym Coach. It's Math Teacher. My apologies, guys. We're too far in to stop. The Math Teacher is another one of these players that I think is going to be really pivotal to this team, and you need somebody that's going to be able to keep Champagne Shower safe, going to be able to move along with GDI, and I think with very powerful voices in the mid lane, in the jungle, that it's going to make the Math Teacher's job really easy on this team, and it's going to narrow down the chances that they have to succeed. Not narrow down in a way that's like, oh well, now it doesn't matter because everyone else is on the map is just so good. It's that everyone else on the map is so good that it's just going to empower Math Teacher to perform better. It's going to be able mid jungle ganks are going to be so prevalent on this team, and then you just call up your support. You're telling your support where you need them, what they need to do, and with powerful voices on this team, if Math Teacher turns out to be another big voice and another person who's solid, like, this team is, in my mind, terrifying. Going over their subs, I couldn't stop saying it, but the Gym Coach, Sus, and Skip. Skip we have seen, as well as the Gym Coach in the prior ULS in our show matches. We have not seen Sus yet. And just like I was gushing about Champagne Shower in his ADC just greatness and how I think he'll be definitely one of the most solid marksmen that we have in this league, I think if Sus comes, this entire team dynamic changes because Sus is so good. This guy is knocking on diamond. In my mind, he's already a diamond level ADC. He's who I watch when I'm like, all right, I need to see someone who's playing just that next step above what the level I'm trying to get to break through that next tier, and that is Sus. I am so ecstatic to see when this guy will be able to come in and fill, and everybody's going to have their handful dealing with Champagne. But wait for Sus to step in because it's going to be an entirely new game. This man's going to be playing chess. Everyone else is playing checkers. They're not even on the same board. And I think that when he steps in, teams are going to be put on alert. Going back to what we've been doing to wrap up these videos, MVP watch. Now, for this team, GDI, Tizzy, and Champagne are my MVP watches for this team. If Sus was playing more and more consistently and not a sub, then he would also be on this list. But because he'll have less games, unless he's coming in and just piss smurfing every game, that it's going to be really hard for him to make a case without playing as many games as the rest of the league will play. But Uncle and the Nephews are definitely going to be a team to watch closely and to follow, because I think this is going to be one of those teams where every game they play is going to be an absolute banger, and this is a team that we will see making that run in the postseason. Thanks everybody for tuning in to day 3 of another team breakdown for the ULS. We start this Saturday at 12 p.m. Pacific time, and this Sunday also at 12 p.m. Pacific time there will be 2 games on both days, one at 12, one at 1, and tomorrow we will be wrapping up our final team breakdown on Dino Nuggies. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.